Hey everybody, Rodamani here. Thanks for tuning in to the Philosopher King, a RimWorld royalty series about being a benevolent ruler in a benevolent society. The projects that you had voted for me are pretty much all said and done. At this point, we are just waiting for our 3 guests with they had blood rot. We cured it. Our 3 guests that had blood rot to essentially shove off. Yep. And then we will start the Stellark ending. Now, other things to mention. Last episode, I did force the reloading of these slug turrets, which cost me a lot of additional uranium, more than I probably needed to spend. Regrets? No, I don't really have any regrets. What I might end up doing is replacing these uranium turrets that are built with plastic ones. As you can see here, it's a difference of only about 30 hit points, but I do get to reclaim some of the uranium that they were built with. Let's see here. I am also going to put a happy little jade sculpture right here in the drilling station, so that despite it being cramped, it's at least a little beautiful. We have more or less fully cleaned up the cluster. You know, all the animals chipped in and hauled away pieces of that mech cluster. And now, I feel pretty safe and sound. Now, as far as quests go, safeguarding the royals is still sort of stuck. We're waiting for 4 more days. And then immediately when that ends, we will be sending Babaloo to go deliver the goods to Elikos. They're asking for travelware. Why royals want travelware, I have no idea. But they're willing to pay for it, so I'm willing to invest in it. Okay, that's actually kind of unfortunate. So Yanshui and Bardanes just formed a relationship. The problem is, Bardanes is only going to live here for a few more days. So I can give them a double bed, but that is not a relationship. Well, hey, it might be a long distance relationship. Who am I to judge? Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. Good luck to them. Oh, yes. Let's get rid of this. So, I do believe we fully mined out that node. Yes, which is why we're abandoning it. Let's delete Plasteel 1. Somehow or another, we still haven't built this. I don't really understand why it's taken so long to build what truly is a simple mining outpost. My constructors are losing their touch, I guess. But it is now protected, lit, and soon to be adorned with a sculpture, so it won't be such a dreadful task. On the other hand, Zero has a passion for mining, so mining brings her joy. The turrets that I wanted broken down have indeed been deconstructed. Let's replace them with uranium ones. Or Plasteel ones, sorry. We also have some fire foam poppers, because last raid we did have some fires from incendiary cannon centipedes that our We had to water skip a bit, but now we have fire foam popper coverage. And as you can see, it covers all of the necessary sensitive equipment. It doesn't much matter. These plasteel mini turrets don't much matter whether they have plasteel protection or not, because they're not flammable. So the other thing I was going to do, we do have 2 paths dedicated for sappers to attack. I don't think I'm going to honestly expand upon this. I know, as strange as that sounds, and the reason is because I could set up anti-sapper, you know, countermeasures, but I think the simple fact of the matter is we could probably handle it. We're also going to be given some defenders when we accept Royal Ascent. 4 personal guards. It also brings me to another point. Well, is my travelware done? I believe it is. I believe we have 14 travelware. Rego of the Lake is due an urn, because one of them died sort of on my watch, and that's the rules. So I'm gonna send over some toques. Yep, I'm going to send all those toques just as an additional gift. What else can we send them that we have plenty of? And we have included the urn. Teeny bit of hops. And I will also send a bunch of the miscellaneous leathers. This is also because if you check Rego of the Lake, kind of neutral, right? So this might help to push us into the friendly allied category, which would be ideal. Whoa, we loaded that extraordinarily fast, but okay. Where are you, Rego of the Lake? Is there anyone? Yeah. Give a gift. Alright, so they're close to being allied. The 2 Pirate Band and the Savage Tribe, we could try to ally. They're a little bit tougher to ally, because every season your relationship drops significantly. And as a result, it's hard to keep them as friends. Blue, I don't think I need you on there. Just at this point, much of the physical work that we need doing is sort of done. Yeah, we don't really have. I guess I could hop back on ground penetrating radar. It doesn't really hurt. We don't really have work that needs doing. Do we have a lot of idleness? I'm not really sure how else I could prep. I mean, I know I have a bunch of idle colonists, but I don't know. We'll let them hang out. Enjoy themselves as I stockpile resources for the endgame. I think some things I'm going to need to do is stockpile a lot more steel for reloading. Oh, and we got a hay grass blight. Okay. Every gnat's already on top of it. Oh, and an Ambrosia Sprout. So, Mother Nature taketh and giveth. It's really that's a pretty small Ambrosia Sprout, but sure. Alright, let's not allow sowing. Only 11. Compare that with 16 over here, or some of my other sprouts. Maybe that's it. But yeah, Oh, well, 10 here, but that's only because this shrunk. Some died back. Or no. Wait, what? Now it's 10. You know, it's possible that wild animals are to blame for eating it. Because there was 11. I literally just checked. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, 18. So it is kind of a low amount, surprisingly. I feel like half of the work that we... Oh, come on now. Wow, we really messed up Grigos. Talon, that probably wasn't very nice. He's almost bleeding to death. How did you... Question. How do you bite a head? How do you even get your... That's just... I'm trying to think of the physics of that. It's difficult to even picture how you bite someone's head like that. So soon we'll want to be possibly mining up some steel. This here looks like a pretty good spot. I'm gonna move it. Guest unhappy, probably Grigos. Yeah, well, you're unhappy. Who started the fight? I guess that is the better question. Talon did. Of course he did. Which is funny, because he's a wimp. You'd think... I mean, I know that I've sort of mechanically engineered him not to be an easy target, because... because he is a pain stopper. So despite him being a wimp, you know, he doesn't feel pain, so he doesn't topple over. But you'd think... in being wimpy, you wouldn't start fights. But that's actually kind. That's what the kind trait does. Alright, I'm going to move this deep drill. I'm going to keep this box here, because I'm sure I'll use it in the future. For when we want a little bit more plasteel. But our plasteel's up at the 500 range, which is plenty. And, our regular steel, which is what we use for the majority of our turrets, is much lower. All right, another thing I could do is a little home zone here, just to clean it up because it's pretty filthy inside, and a home zone here. My animal haulers should not be allowed in here, just because it will create a lot more filth. Alright, let's home zone up the corner boxes too, just to keep them cleaner. I think with everybody as idle as they are, yeah, I'm probably going to be tossing out some pointless work for them to work on. But comes with the territory. Right now, I'm just making sure that fearful building. Oh wow, that is one hell of a huge monument, and it's not from Gelly. Interestingly enough, the rewards are in no way worth. I mean, yes, I have a bunch of constructors that are idle. But the size of that monument is just ridiculous. It would give me a linked hammer, but I already have one. So I don't need it in any way, shape, or form. Oh, the haygrass blight really never resolved. That's on me. I looked away and assumed that Arvanath would fix it in time, which was not the case. So now... I'll deal with it tomorrow. Yes, Grigos, you are unhappy because you're in serious pain. I suppose it's no fault of your own, but there's no instant solution for pain. I can't... I guess I could install Pain Stopper, but that's kind of extreme. Well, their guest mood was up in the, like, 80%. It obviously dipped a lot. I only have to keep it above 35%, which is okay. And then I gain rep if their average move is above 50, which it still, for now, is. Alright, Yan Shui, the actual super farmhand, is cleaning up the rest of this. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. I just assumed... Well, I guess no, it was labeled steel. Okay, let's take you off of that. Oh, wow. It jumped. Through a wall. And I failed to notice. And a toxic fallout. Okay, alright. Well, that significantly changes things. Because a toxic fallout is going to require... I guess my worry is I don't have any hydroponics. And a toxic fallout might push us into requiring hydroponics. So what I'm going to do is zoom out to 30,000 feet. Don't allow sowing anywhere. And force a harvest here. Because all these plants are going to die anyway. As far as toxic fallouts go, one of the ways to deal with it is to just roof yourself off. So I am going to roof off the animal grazing zone. Actually, I'm going to probably roof off a fair significant amount of my base in order to prevent, you know, by people from being in any way affected by toxic fallout. And I'm just not going to issue them tasks to go outside. So, you know, all the idleness I had in my community, we're going to fix that, like right now. Now, the only problem with, you know, there is a mood modifier, a negative mood modifier for being in the dark, that we're obviously going to trigger here. There's just no doubt about that. So I'm also probably going to have increased power needs because another solution, of course, is to put lights, like, you know, street lamps and the like, up everywhere. And, you know what? Hell, this whole thing is going to be roofed off. Okay, and then, this whole entryway part should be roofed as well. It's already lit. Alright, Yan Shui. What are you doing? Because you need to... Oh, yeah. No. Wait, it's not even allowed sowing. What are you guys even doing over here? I want to get as much rice as I can before it all dies. I'm just going to forbid the door so they just keep working. I'm probably going to require some pillars here and there to be able to construct the roof. You know, there'll be some dead spots, maybe. Talon, it does seem to me like you need prestige armor. Guest unhappy. Yeah, you know, truthfully, I don't care. Prestige, cataphract, or actually, you're not going to be cataphract. Prestige recon armor. Do until we have one that is good hit points, normal plus, with 0, take to temp. And 0, your smithing and tailoring is above your mining. Yes, it is now. Oh, I need material. Am I out of gold? I am probably almost certainly out of gold. Okay. Well, we'll fix that in a second here. I just need to find a gold node that I've flagged. There, that's gold. Okay, let's also do the little shack. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger, actually, because it's going to have to fit a unstable power cell. Okay. Sorry, I kept them inside for so long. I'm causing them a break here. That's my bad. Okay, let's look at the roof. I still have more roof to queue. And I have plenty of granite, so we can put some columns up. Probably another thing I ought to do is hunt all of the large animals, which there aren't many, but all the large animals out on the map, because I will not be able to do a lot of hunting in days to come. We're going to run into the possibility of meat shortages. So that's going to be important. It's going to be a little dangerous because I queued up some dangerous animals to be hunted. But if I wait any longer, the toxic buildup of these animals that I'm hunting are going to hit a critical level where they won't, you know, they'll be rotten the minute I'm done. Some more steel. And a shuttle has arrived for Stachys, Grigos, and Bardans. Nope, I will tell them to get in the shuttle. Yanshui, you're fighting a warg. You're not even going to be able to say goodbye to your lover. That's... Oh, yep, it's already rotten. Moderate toxic buildup. Let's check the rest of the wildlife. Minor. So you have the possibility of being actually hunted properly for meat. Okay. That's probably all the hunting I'm going to do, because all the rest of the animals out there aren't going to be viable in a minute here. My own animals are just going to have to go to grazing. Meaning no more of their... Alright, and let's send. Pods have arrived. So, this little gold... Yeah, let's move it all back. Guess I should have planned for success. But all that gold is now landed in. And we also have Heal Mech Serum, which can be used to cure any terrible wounds or anything like that. So, I also want to tap additional geothermal power. How did I build the other ones? Okay, and this is so that I can use grow lights and not run power shortages or outages. So we'll start to set that up. 0 is making the prestige armor. So I have a cataphract helmet spare. I have recon armor spare. I don't have prestige armor or prestige helmet spare. So let's make a spare prestige. They're a lot more expensive because they're inlaid with gold, but also my Steel 2 zone is accepting stuff. Where is Steel 2? Oh man. Yes, you, no storage. So the fearful building, I'm going to let lapse. I don't want it. We are going to have Bubbaloo bring those tribalware pretty soon. And I'm just going to continue roofing off my little community here. Orders. Speeding up roofing. It would be helpful if I chopped all the trees. Now there's certainly going to be some areas where I'm going to need columns. We'll get that done. Pukesberry is confused because of advanced dementia. Not a whole lot I could do about that. Well, actually, I could use Heal Mech Serum. But I think what I'm going to do is hold on to the Heal Mech Serum until... hold on to the Heal Mech Serum until I am about to leave with the Stellarch. And then any sort of superficial injuries and the like... I can fix right at the buzzer. Alright, Bubbaloo. Let's see. Bulk goods trader. And exotic goods trader. Both. Wow. Alright. So it's possible that I want to buy some meat. I'm a little worried about the meat shortage that I could be hit with because of the toxic fallout. I have all this travelware that I'm going to have to bring. And in no way do I need this kind of gold. This is so much more gold than I'll ever be able to use functionally, so I will sell some of it for the silver. Alright, and then Bubbaloo, let's talk to the exotic goods. They have Water skip, burden, social neurotrainer. Boy, oh boy. I don't think I need the lances. I'm not to say that they wouldn't be helpful. I just don't think I need them. And then let's part with a little gold as well. The blue, you are going to be learning all of this. So his social neurotrainer kicks his social skills up enough that he'll be able to his fail rate for you know, speeches and the like will go down a lot. Then the other plan here that I had was, once we add a little bit to the power grid, I can then utilize grow lights like this to be able to grow, and obviously this crop will have to just get deleted, to be able to grow rice in the fields here. So we'll set up some additional sun lamps. I'm just trying to set them up in a place where, you know, 100% of the crop can be utilized. And then I'm also installing lights a little bit everywhere so that we can not be in darkness. Let's go ahead and order some cut plants. And then the additional geothermal Jenny will allow for... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the animals are just dying now. Yeah, every single one is dead. The geothermal Jenny will allow us to fund these grow lights so that we don't have brownouts. Okay, just a few more columns, and our base will be under overhead mountains, or roofs. And get those constructed. 3 grow lights is a pretty significant amount of power that it will require. And it's pretty clear I'm going to... Oh, Talon is now in brand new Prestige Recon armor. Perfect. It's pretty clear I'm going to need to mine up some additional steel, because we've just tapped what supply we had. But if we take a look at our roof zone, as you can see, the vast majority of it is queued to be roofed, and roofs are expanding. Probably just remove the ignore here. And honestly, for now, just get rid of this zone. Don't think I'm going to be needing to mine gold anytime soon. Alright, another thing I need to keep an eye on, let's do a quick check, is to make sure that none of my guys have toxic buildup that are running into dangerous levels. So Yan Shui is probably the most dangerous level, but that's because she's been in exposed while sowing plants. Bubbaloo, what if you gave a bit of a throne speech? We have only a 13.5% chance for something negative because of the social skill and benefit of the Steel Crown, which is additional social impact. So, fingers crossed. Now, feeding these animals is going to be a little tough. Making sure they have kibble and meat. That's why I bought all that meat. And all that meat, you know, the 800 or so. Should keep us staving away starvation. Oh, wow. Uninspiring, even though that was a only 10% chance. I mean, I suppose, yeah, it's all chance, but that's a bummer. Alright, simple and fine. No, I'm going to stay on simple meals because of the risk and, well, no, I take it back. Let's go back to simple and fines. Because then we'll evenly use our vegetables and our meat. We definitely do not have enough steel to construct that yet, but I can task 0 with mining. How is my power grid? My power is, yeah, it's in the negative. All right, 0. Let's make sure to do some mining. And I don't know where that jade statue is at the moment. It sort of got, did it get sold? It got bounced around between mining setups, but yeah, maybe we sold it. Oh well, it's not the prettiest place for you to be in, but it's needed, I suppose. Alright, so now that this zone is created, we can create a growing zone and then put a column at the edge of the zone to make sure that it gets roofed. Because anything that's not roofed off is going to be killed off. So this whole garden was able to be protected. So we'll have 3 rice zones. In fact, I'm going to have heel root in this one. It'll be easier when it's a daytime. We don't have, I guess I could install like a light in there. Okay, pretty soon here, our entire must-be protected base will be protected. I'm not, ooh, pteropods for Dweeb, the Prime Counselor of Erebum, wants us to handle a rather nasty pteropod. I think I have problems of my own right now, sadly. Just not about to inherit others. So here's the roof zone. There are some spots that you could see that just don't have roof. And I will add some additional columns to... I feel like this should be roofable here. No, I guess I'm really wrong. Add another column. And one here as well. Okay. Now there's a part of the entryway that can't be roofed off. But that's fine. In fact, I should remove the roof from... Yeah, this whole front section doesn't need a roof. And remove a roof here so the roof fall traps actually operate correctly. I kind of just disarmed the closest ones to our gate, you know, accidentally. But I don't want to build columns here because columns would block the line of sight for our defenses, which very much defeats the purpose of having defenses. Alright, so pretty much everything is now green, which means protected. I don't have additional power generation. As you can see, it is indeed taking a toll on our batteries. I'm going to plug in the backup batteries for now. Pretty soon, we're going to have this geothermal generator up and running. It's only 42 steel away, which means, yeah, okay, has all the steel it needs. And then possibly also get this one as well. Just so that we absolutely generate enough power. Now, once it's nighttime and the grow lights turn off, you know, we're actually still running a bit of a deficit. But I can power down some unnecessary benches and the like. So now we're barely running a deficit. But this is why I'm adding the geothermals. Just keep mining, just keep mining. Talon, it seems like you are out of materials. Let's allow you to do some limestone art projects. Okay. And right now you are building this geothermal generator. Oh yeah, you're gonna have heat stroke in there. Of course you are. Super hot. Okay, so we're in the plus 4K power now, so that's a lot more comfortable. We haven't plugged this grow light on though, so as soon as we plug this grow light on, we might dip back into sort of a deficit again, but I can fix that. So this concrete here is just simply for the prevention of forest fires taking out my cables. There is other ways to deal with it. You could put walls around it. Now the thing is, if you put walls on top of it, a raider can still attack a cable that's embedded in a wall. So that's not going to protect it. It will protect it from fires, but it will not protect it from raiders. Which is why I don't usually go that route. Yeah, so we only have a positive 1K. It's still pretty good, don't get me wrong, but it's not the 4K because we are using up so much of our power for the grow lights. So these grow lights here will prevent famine, at least. And if I have to, I can cut back on all the meat I'm consuming and just eat plain vegetables, plain rice. Super not fun. Won't lie about that, but it would keep us sustained. And we have a raid of Tuxo. They're going to prepare a while and then attack. There's 119 of them, so that's a lot. Well, the thing is, I've got about 30 seconds left in this episode. So, I hate to do a cliffhanger, but there's really no way for me to wrap that up unless I doomsday launch them. Which, honestly, wouldn't be a terrible idea. But, again, that'll have to be for next episode, I think. So, if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, anything like that, do drop me a line in the comments below. We are, and I haven't forgotten about the Travelware delivery. We are just days away from kicking off the Stellark. Now, I might wait to start the Stellark missions for when the Toxic Fallout goes away, because hosting the Stellark and additional guests will put additional strain on our food supplies, and toxic fallout puts a strain on our food supplies, and I'd rather not run into a situation where I can't feed her and I fail it. So I'm going to play a little safe. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you all next episode. Farewell, friends.